Other football news, we have some Viking stuff. Harrison Smith signed an extension, 4-year, highest paid safety in the NFL.
I think second highest. I think I saw second
I
highest.
think highest. That must be highest guaranteed. It was one of
Maybe,
the highest.
I think it's highest guaranteed. It's highest guaranteed, but I think overall the APY is like second.
15.3 average and 26.3 something, 26.38 million guaranteed. So congratulations. He's
most underrated Madden safety in the history of Madden.
Safety overall.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Good for Harry. He's well
means
earned.
He's going to end his career in Minnesota too.
Yeah, and that's huge. That's huge. He's still got game. It's not like he's slowed down at all.
He can still play both safeties. He's still a leader on the defense.
Pretty healthy. He stays healthy.
And he has the highest conversion rate, or he used to at least. I don't know if he still does, but most likely safety to score a touchdown when getting an interception.
Yeah.
I think for a while he had like 60% of his interceptions ended up being nice. It was some insane number. So I'm really happy. I used to have 2 of his jerseys. I gave one to my dad. So I love Harrison Smith. He is to this day probably my favorite current Viking. I tend to like defensive players more.
Another big thing is when they were talking, when Harry and the Vikings were talking extensions, there was 2 names that were talking extensions for Minnesota, and we brought this up a couple weeks, but it was Harrison Smith and Brian O'Neill. So Brian O'Neill, fingers crossed.
You'll get one. They won't
get him.
If they can't re-sign Brian O'Neill, I have lost faith in Spielman. He's your best lineman that we have, so you got to
best lineman since probably rookie season, Matt Khalil, which is a long time. It's been a long time since we had someone like that. So, and
considering we haven't had good linemen since John Sullivan, Steve Hutchinson, we haven't had good linemen basically since all the way back then. Riley Reef was above average.
Yeah, Joe Berger.
Right, those guys, but none of them. Our last stud lineman was Sullivan.
Yeah,
and so I think I keep the guys that are good. Brian O'Neill needs to get re-signed now.